No, I wasn't saying anything. I was like, nah, I mean, like, pointing at the camera. I wanted to make sure I was, like, showing love to that camera, too. Peace to the family. It's Domo Jack of all trades, Domo JOAT. I'm here with Bunji Vybz at Photo Vybz Studio. Check it out. Peace, love, and light. Black power. Well, my name is Domo, the Jack of all trades. That's why you hear Domo JOAT. I call myself the Jack of all trades because I do many things. Very versatile, very diverse. So I'm a dancer. I'm also a choreographer. I'm a musician. I'm a songwriter. I'm also a certified naturopath and herbalist, business owner, entrepreneur, lecturer, a father, homeschooling parent. I do many things. Jack of all trades. I started dancing at the age of like 3, 4 years old at my aunt's dance school, the dance workshop. Shout out to my aunt Serena. Yeah, I started with dancing. The dance workshop, I started doing tap, Lindy hop, jitterbug, swing, break, African dance. I was trained in all that from 3 on up, and then yeah, dancing basically started everything. It kind of led into all those other trades.
Okay. So what drew you into dancing?
My father. I wasn't even drawn into it, to be honest with you. My father said I had to join his sister's program. It wasn't even something I chose to do, but you know, as a parent, you know, you want your child to be in activity, so you know, he put me in dancing. And I do remember when I was 5 years old, and I was like, I don't even want to do this. If I do want to do it, I want to stay in tap because I like the sound of tap. I didn't want to do ballet. I didn't want to do African dance. To be honest with you, it wasn't at the time. Like, you know, it was just, I did like tap though. But yeah, I was kind of forced, like, nope, you gotta do them all. And then I kind of stuck with swing dancing. Swing dancing was what I really did professionally in my teenage years and my adult years. I was gigging. I did a lot of gigs with the founder of Swing, who was Frankie Manning. Rest in peace, rest in power. I did a lot of different things. Performed in Lincoln Center, Carnegie Hall. All this stuff was just swing from dancing. So yeah, my dad got me into doing swing. I mean, well, dancing. But then I stuck with it. It was my passion. I love it. I love it to this day. It was a thing that we did every year. It's called Midnight Summer Swing. Excuse me. And so it happens in the summer, July. And a whole bunch of swing dancers from all over the country are just at Lincoln Center in New York dancing. But we were like the highlight because we were the kids. We were the youth dancing. So it was like the next generation. And it was also me being older now, knowing that how swing came up, and it was our people that started it, our black people that started swing dancing, you know, in the Harlem Renaissance. We started, you know, how we started a lot of things, and jazz and everything that you know, these took from us. But the point is that we started that, and me seeing that how it was good that we had black folks, us, the Jitterbug kids, me and my group that my aunt had started up, doing that, and we were showing how it's like it's still in our culture. It's still us. It's still the youth doing it. And right now, it's like you don't really see too much people doing the swing dancing, but it's still out there. And but the point is that me performing at Lincoln Center, that was epic for me because it was like so much people. I never seen, like, it was over thousands of people in that joint, and it was epic, man. Memorial, it was something I would always remember. It was a performance I would cherish for the rest of my life. Yeah, fire. Fire. Swing dancing. To be honest with you, I like the aerials. I like to throw the girls up in the air. I like the fast tempo, the Lindy hop, the jitterbug feel about it, the Charleston. Like, everything else was cool, but like swing was something that I haven't seen before. Like, at that time, I was like, whoa, it caught my attention. It drew me in. It was like, whoa, especially the style of swing. You know, the West Coast, there's West Coast swings, East Coast swing. You know, you got Big Apple. There's a lot of different genres of it. But I really particularly like the jitterbug, you know, and the Lindy hop, because you're hopping and, you know, I mean, just the style of it and how you're partnering with the female. And that's how I came up into dancing, you know, literally partner dancing. And then, so that's how I knew how, you know, male is the lead, right? Female left. Like, this is something I was trained in doing from 3 on up. Well, I started learning pan in junior high, but I was always still because I was doing dance from young, elementary and on. And that's also a part of the family. It wasn't like I was in the program, but it's also my aunt. So I was always around it 24/7. So it was something like the summertime, even when the program is off, I'm still getting the knowledge. I'm still being, you know, trained. So, but I'm also learning steel pan, and it was cool because I like steel pan. And the next thing you know, steel pan, we're doing shows in the school. I'm a part of the advanced steel pan, so we're doing gigs, we're doing little shows outside. On top of that, I'm still performing with so literally, like, that's what kind of molded me into being a performer and an entertainer. Because from young, I was always doing shows. I was always moving, going from state to state, you know, because with the swing dancing thing, we was on Channel 4, we was in a newspaper as kids. And you know, you also see I'm on a Netflix documentary, Alive and Swinging. I believe it's called that. It's a swing documentary on Netflix. You'll see the Jitterbug Kids, we have a cameo in it. But that shows, like, you know what I mean, just all the multitudes of performances and all the different footage that they have of us out there. It's like, you know, wow. Somebody was like, yeah, you're on a documentary on Netflix. I saw you. I was like, oh, word? Boom. I was like, oh, that's what's up. Lit. I just throw this in there. When I got into high school, I got more into the reggae dancing. You know, Shatta Vybz. I mean, I was doing my thing. I had my own dance group, Top Gun Dancers. Shout out to you guys. We threw parties. It was lit. You know what I'm saying? That's the Brooklyn vibe. You know what I mean? That's what we did. So, and that's still another element that I still do to this day too, but it's just another form of dancing. You know what I mean? That I really loved. And, you know, I even went to Detroit. We went to Canada. You know what I mean? Doing reggae dancing. You know what I mean? So it's like that stemmed from my love for dancing from young. And then I was still playing pan. But then reggae kind of led me into being an artist more vocally. So I started doing reggae tracks. So that's what I did that in high school with the dance group. And then I started, because I was always doing poetry. I was writing poems. I even throw this one out there. And I know I'm talking, but guys, play with me. So I also did poetry in elementary. So, but I never wrote a song. But when I started doing the reggae stuff in high school, you know, I started trying to put my poetry into the music. And then next thing you know, that led me into starting to want to rap, right? And that was more into the college life. So high school, I was more in the reggae vibe, doing the reggae music, and I'm dancing, you know what I mean? And playing steel pan, still performing, doing everything that I'm doing. But then when I got into college, I kind of got more into wanting to rap. Right? So that added a whole element to my performance. Like, whoa, like, this guy's rapping, he's playing the steel pan, like, whoa, what's this? So let's add something new, right? But then I noticed I didn't want to be like every rapper, or even with somebody that just came up there with the instrument. I didn't want to have a backing track anymore, so I wanted a band. I wanted live music. I'm a musician. So I started my own band. Shout out to And Effect, you know what I mean? The reason why we called ourselves And Effect was cause and effect, right? So we're the cause, you're the effect, the audience. Shout out to you, And Effect. So that was the name of our band. All right, so I had a bass player, shout out to you, Shubi, guitarist, shout out to you, Jovi. I was the lead singer, performer, and pan player. Shout out to the drummer, Ryu, and the djembe drummer, Japs, right? So we had a band, you know what I mean? We had a live band, was doing all that, and still dancing, doing all that stuff. Then I basically got into my spiritual ascension, right? And then when we start there, that transitions to a whole nother light of my life. And I'm just saying, like, I just literally changed what I'm eating. Food is medicine. You are what you eat, you are what you put inside of your body, family. You know, I don't need to turn this interview into me turning into a health lecture. You know, you can go to my YouTube channel for that. That's Domo JOAT. You see all the health lectures. You can go on my website, domojot.com. You can also join our Pathway to Wellness program. Me and my wife, we have our own program because she's also a healer as well. She does Reiki. She does. She's also a certified yoga instructor and a herbalist as well. She does womb steams. You know what I mean? Gotta shout out the wife. You know, happy wife, happy life. I love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we do our business. You know what I'm saying? And I also do health consultations. I do health QMA bioscan, so I can tell you everything that's going on in your body, from all of your bodily systems, from your integumentary system to your endocrine system. Tell you what's going on with your glands. I can tell you from your circulatory system whether or not your blood is circulating properly, whether you have vascular elasticity or vascular resistance. I can tell you what trace minerals you're lacking in. I can tell you your pH levels, CO2 levels, all from this body scan. And this is all the information I learned from indigenous government. You know what I mean? So this is what we do. We're healing our people. We also do sound healing, right? My wife does the yoga while I play the steel pan. So you see how I added my music into our healing, because I took a course on audio pharmacology and studying a little bit of sound healing, right? And I play pan, and so it's easier for me to kind of get into that, being a musician.
So tell me a little bit about you and your wife. Like, how did you guys meet? How long have you guys been together?
We've been together for 2.5 years. We met on Instagram. I know, right? Yeah. So we were just talking. Like, she was a friend of mine, or somebody I knew during my transition. Like, I wasn't really talking. We spoke about health stuff. You know, everything was platonic. It wasn't nothing like, hey, you know, because I was also in the mode of not dealing with any women at the time. But I also had my friends, you know what I mean, telling me like, yo, I think it's about time, bro. It's damn near 2 years. What's going on, man? Like, I think you good, bro. You feel me? So people was trying to tell me like, you got to get back in it, you know. My conscious friends too, the ones that they were going like, yeah, bro, I think it's time, man. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, you know, what's crazy is that randomly we met in person when I was playing. I'm a musician. I was busking on the train station. I was playing at Grand Central, but it's funny because I wasn't supposed to be at Grand Central. I was actually supposed to be at Union Square. 14th Street Union Square, but somebody was actually at my space where I was playing at, right? So I was like, you know what, whatever. I'll go to Grand Central. So I wasn't really supposed to be there. So I was at Grand Central, and the wife had a program in the city, but she wasn't supposed to take the train. She was supposed to drive, but she ended up taking the train. So, and she's coming down, and then she said she heard the steel pan playing. She walked up and said, hey, are you down? Da, da, da. So I'm playing, and she saw me. I had my shades on, and I'm just like, oh shit. I was like, oh. So, you know, and that was the first time we actually met physically. Fast forward, I invited her to one of my gigs that she showed up to. She came late, tardy, but she showed up, and then that was July 11th, and that's our anniversary, literally. That was like when we kind of like sealed the deal. Okay, so the indigenous government is called ARNA, the Aboriginal Republic of North America, the Shiamaru tribe. And how did it come about? Well, like I said, shout out to our chief, Dr. Ali Muhammad. I was listening to his lectures on YouTube. He was somebody that I was what's the word I'm looking for? I resonated with his information because he also wasn't just speaking on things that was always in the past. He was thinking about things that we can implement right now. And that's something I wanted to do. I wanted to, like, it was cool listening to the history and stuff, but I want to know what I can do right now that I can make myself better and my people better. And me understanding about listening to his information, and first of all, I was always into the health, and he was a guy that's into health. But on top of that, he's speaking about history, and he's speaking about law, speaking about economics. So I like the fact that he was a jack of all trades like myself in his own right? So so I went to the summit, the Aboriginal Republic of North America's annual summit. That was in 2016 in Philly. And I met all of the nationals, and I'm seeing everything that they're doing there. I'm listening to the lectures. I watched one of the tribal members have their tribal wedding. I just thought it was dope. And I was just like, yo, how do I sign up? How do I be a part of this? And I nationalized that next day, 24 when I nationalized. And when I did, I started my own business. I was 24 years old with my own business. Once you nationalize, you have to have a business. That's mandatory. And now I have 4, right? Running, operating, right? I don't work for anybody. I do everything for myself, for my family. That all is still from the government. Self-reparations, self-administered reparations, do for self. I mean, that's why you need a business. You live in America, which is a capitalistic society, and America is a business. United States of America is a business. United States is a business corporation, right? So we have to do business with each other, right? Yeah, tax exemption. So there's no reason why you as a black person should be paying taxes. If you look at the Constitution, it'll tell you that Indians are not taxable. Who are the Indians? That is synonymous with indigos. Indigo meaning blue, black. That is you, the native people of Americas, of this land. You know, if you watch any of the Hidden Colors, or if you watch anything where it's talking about the $5 Indians coming in and taking those rights and paying to become those Indians people, the Indians that you see now, the casinos all over the place, the Seminoles, all of those people, those are not the real Indians. Those are not the natives out here. If you go back into the histories and you look at some of the census papers, you will see that those indigenous folks were your people. They looked like you. They were us. They were black, right? So, do your research, do your due diligence. But the point is that those people look like us. Those rights of being non-taxable apply to us. Could you imagine if all black people in the world were tax exempt? You have to worry about the IRS. GovernmentReparations.org. You can find out more about it there. You know what I'm saying?
How has COVID affected your businesses, basically?
Ooh, it definitely affected my music business. Gigs stopped. It was, well, not stopped. It started moving very slow because I was actually still performing. I did some virtual gigs. I was performing from the house. I also did some gigs where I went out and traveled because I'm not necessarily afraid of COVID. You know what I mean? So I'm also, you know, you guys know I deal with health and stuff like that. So I was out there performing with whoever wanted to have a live performer there. So, but it definitely slowed down the business. But guess what? It also boosted me and my wife's health business, right? Because we also started seeing that a lot more people wanted to be more healthier for some reason, which is a good thing. But I wish this wake-up call would have came a bit sooner to some people. But some people wanted, you know, more herbs. So there's contacting me and the wife for, you know, our focus blends or antiviral teas, the healthy lungs, the respiratory cleanse. You know, people were just contacting us left and right. You know what I mean? Because they just wanted to get on it. People was contacting me for the scan, the bioscan, just trying to see what's going on with them. Like, so COVID in a sense boosted our business in a good way. Yeah, it was really good for us. You know, yeah, it was good. Not for my music side, as far as going out but that's in New York though, because I just came back from Florida. I travel. I travel all the time. You know what I mean, be in Atlanta all the time. We was just in Philly. So I'm performing on the go, but definitely in Florida where I was just at. I mean, I was playing at all different spots down there. You know what I mean? It's not like they really scared about it. I was down in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Coral Springs. You know what I mean? You name it. I was just all in South Florida. It damn near felt like a tour. And nobody was saying nothing, you know? So it's here. It's in New York where, you know what I mean, they got us like, oh man, you know? So I'm just saying what I'm seeing, my experience. You know, so the gig scene out here with my music was going slow. But the health scene, the health business started booming. Well guys, my music is also streaming on all platforms. That is Tidal, Google Play, iTunes, whatever streaming platform service, all of them. You can check out Domo the Jack of all trades. You can hear some of my original music, you know, and I have some of my pen stuff on some of that stuff, but you can hear more of my vocals and my lyrics and me rapping. You can hear that side. And you can also go on my YouTube channel. That's Domo JOAT. That's Domo JOAT. Me and my wife go live every Wednesday. That's WCW Wellness Chat Wednesdays. We speak about a whole bunch of topics, and we also do open night. or we do open calls at the end. So you can call in, and then you can ask your questions. You can ask your health questions if you have any concerns, and not just about health. You want to talk about relationships, because me and the wife also do relationship counseling and things of that nature. So people do come to us for that, or they want to come on in and just ask some relationship questions or anything regarding the government or whatnot. I can answer to the best of my knowledge, the best of my ability, or I can direct you to somebody. Because we do have guests that comes on every Wednesday. But that's on my YouTube channel, Domo JOAT. So make sure you subscribe to that. You can go to my website, domojoat.com. And you can check out me and my wife's business. We have our cookbook. We're authors. I didn't even say that really. So we're official authors. We got our ISBN number. Shout out to us. You're seeing us, Black Power. Go support Black businesses. And you can go buy our book. You can go purchase our book. Go to my website or my wife's website. That's healingwithbotanica.com. Or you can go to my website. That's domojoat.com. And you can purchase one of our vegan cookbooks. It's called Balanced Healing Vegan Cookbook Volume 1. And why that cookbook needs to be in your home is because it gives you the easiest way and the less ingredients for you to use when making these plant-based vegan meals. We make it so simple to the point where it's just this is vegan. This less than 5 ingredients. You can make waffles. You can make yourself pizza. You can make yourself hot chocolate. You can make yourself nuggets from chickpeas. You can make yourself fries from burro bananas. You know what I mean? Things that people is being creative with the fruits and vegetables that you have around, and with very little ingredients. And we also have our Pathway to Wellness program. This program is designed for you to become your own doctor, so you can be in charge of your own health. So you don't have to rely on your doctors in the white coat. You don't have to rely on the doctors in Western medicine, nor do you have to rely on me. If you follow this program, if you follow what we have, it's self-paced. It's for 4-week program. Watch the videos, see all the information, all the research that we did. You can then see the signs of what's going on inside of you, what's going on in you, because your body is showing you externally what's going on internally. Once you understand those signs and signals, then you will know how to address them. And then you will know what's going on with you. Because everybody's body is different. Everybody's genome is different. Everybody's DNA is different. Everybody lives in different geographical locations. So everybody, you can't be treated the same way. So the point is that you need to understand you. Do for yourself and know for yourself. Know thyself. Shout out to Bunji Vybz for having me in the studios, Photo Vibe Studios. This is Domo Jack of all trades. Thank you for having me, family. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed everything that I dropped today. Make sure you go check out the websites. Make sure you go check out the YouTube channels. Support Black businesses. Support your own family. Support us. Black power every time. All the time. Peace, love, and light.